The Michigan fake elector scheme continues to get further and further exposed, with those witnesses, I guess, linking everything effectively back to Donald Trump's campaign. This week in the state of Michigan, they held a preliminary hearing because they are going to trial against some of the fake electors. And one of the fake electors, who actually happens to be granted immunity, he had the charges against him dropped in exchange for becoming a cooperating witness, he testified during the preliminary hearing this week that he and basically everyone who signed up to be a fake elector was in fact tricked into doing so. Here's what he said. This is James Renner. He's a 77-year-old retired state trooper. He said this: "We were told this was an appropriate process. My background was enforcing the law, not breaking the law." So what he says and what he goes on to explain during his testimony is that the lawyers for the Trump campaign that were helping organize this fake elector scheme, and let's also not forget, I got to add this, Michigan is also the state where we had Donald Trump and RNC chair Ronna McDaniel on a phone call together, talking to the people to gather the fake electors, saying, "We'll handle your legal fees." So Trump was directly involved in this scheme. He has not been charged, but I am really holding out hope that Dana Nessel, Attorney General of Michigan, she's been horrible, by the way, on the job, but I'm hoping she gets this right and hits Donald Trump with charges too, just like in Georgia. Now, to continue on, Trump and Ronna McDaniel were telling the people, don't worry, if this is illegal, we're going to get you lawyers, we're going to cover that for you. So basically bribing them to do this. Then you had Trump's lawyers that were on the ground organizing all these people, and according to Mr. Renner, what he said in his testimony this week, they told us that this was all legal. So they lied to us, they tricked us, and they said this is just the way things go. You know, this is how it usually is. And they picked people, a lot of them, like Mr. Renner himself, again, a retired state trooper, but not necessarily well-versed in campaign law. You know, yeah, you know the law if somebody's speeding or if somebody's, possessing drugs or whatever it is. You know those things. But you're not exactly trained to go out there and spot any kind of election fraud, any kind of fraud against the government, things like that, that you deal with once you get into that arena. So he didn't know. So when he's told by these lawyers and by these people in positions of power that, hey, no, this is totally legal. Don't worry about it. You can do this. This is how all the campaigns work. Of course, he's going to sign on and be like, okay, well, yeah, I'll do it. If it's legal, nothing to lose, right? So this man was tricked. I do firmly believe that. I believe his testimony. But this trial is going after other fake electors. Some of the people who helped organize the scheme. It's not going after the Trump lawyers, and it's not going after Trump himself. So y'all are just going after the low-hanging fruit right now when the people who actually put this together are getting away with it. That I'm not okay with and never will be. You're going after the stooges instead of the bosses. And if you want to root this out, if you actually want accountability, you have to take down the bosses, or else you leave yourself open for it happening again. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.